So you've been retired for how long now here in Thailand? Now you're married, you and Gail are married, you've been together for... So why did you retire in Thailand and not the US? You're from the US, California originally.
Yes, that's true.
If you had to do it all over again, will Thailand still be your home? What is your average monthly expenses?
Stars fall at my feet, keep me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me?
Sitting there enjoying the view of Rocky Point. Drinking me a cold one. Gift, Vince, Mitch, Dal, and Gail, they all went to get some food, I guess, in town. So I'm sitting here alone enjoying. I know. Anything we do involves food.
And water.
Good morning. Spent one night here at Rocky Point with our friends. Had a great time. And now we are getting ready to go to Baan, to JJ Burger. We're going to go there and have lunch. Then we're going to go home. But before we leave here, I want to go look at that villa that's being built. They're over there working on it right now. That's our cottage. So let's go take a look at that. We'll walk around the back way so we can see the views and see the layout. Mitch, Vince, Gail, and Dow, they stayed over in those cottages over there last night. If and when we get a bedroom to our cottage, then we can have guests. But right now we just have the one bedroom. We could put roll-out beds in there, but I'm sure they wouldn't be comfortable with that. It wasn't bad over in these rooms up here. I think they paid 1,000 baht a night. This is going to be huge. Look at this. And I like the way the floor plan goes. Go down from the garage here, then right into the house, or right into the villa rather, or from this side here, I believe. Since what it got, really nice. Wow, this is going to be big. 150 square meter, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I can't wait to see the finished product. Can't wait to see it. It's gonna be another hot one, that's for sure. I can feel it already. Got a fishing boat out there. Look how beautiful that water looks today. I don't know, for some reason, the month of June feels hotter than it was in April. And April is supposed to be the hottest month of the year in Thailand, so I don't know. Check that out. Such a clear day, you can even see the mountain over there. It's still early, so we'll probably hang around here for another hour or two before heading to Baan. It's only 25-minute drive from here, so not bad at all. Or we could go earlier and get coffee before lunch. We'll see. We will see. Gift's just in there relaxing, sabai. Let's see what Gift is doing. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Oh,
So, we're gonna go to JJ for lunch? JJ Burger? Okay. Well, we gotta wait for the guys to get ready over there. I think they may be having breakfast anyway. We didn't go to breakfast. We brought our own food with us. But anyway, sounds like a plan. Okay, guys. Well, there's been a change of plans. It's 11:30 and we're still hanging around because Chuck called. He is on his way here to Rocky Point with Paige and their friends Lori and Brent. So they're going to stop here first, and then we are going to head over to Baan and get lunch at JJ's Burger. So They should be here in about 30 minutes. I'll put a link to Lori's channel in the description and pinned comment. And yeah, we'll show them around here when they come here. And we're only about 25 minutes from Baan, so not far at all. But everybody's ready to go. Poor Dow, she's not feeling good today. Think maybe she ate something bad last night?
Could be.
Could be. So Mitch and Dow, they're going to be heading home here shortly. Vince and Gail, they'll head home tomorrow, I believe, right? Going to spend one more night in Pachuap Kurikon. Okay, guys, I stand corrected. Mitch just said it was morning sickness, so Dal is having morning sickness. I thought it was something food related, but I guess I was wrong. Chuck and Paige just got here. Look at Gift going crazy. Sawati Cup. There's Lori. Everybody knows Lori from her channel. How you doing? And her husband Brent. You guys enjoying Thailand? Yes. Good, good. Okay, so we are now on Plan C. After waiting that long, JJ's Burgers is closed for renovation. So we are here in Cafe DeWa over at the Arcadia, and we're going to get something to eat. They have some good food as well, so we're going to support JJ. So Brent and Lori, are you guys tired of hanging out with Chuck yet?
We came to hang out with Paige.
I figured that. Well, he's part of the package deal, right? Alrighty, so Vince and Gail are getting ready to leave. We enjoyed their company. Mitch went home yesterday because Dal wasn't feeling well, so they left a little bit early. But we had a great time with them. Actually, Gift has a doctor follow-up appointment, so she's going to drive with them to Bangkok. And she'll spend a few days there and then come back home with a taxi. Gift getting me a coffee, thank you. Thank you. So Vince, did you have a good time?
I did, and thank you for having me at your house.
I wanted to get a little bit of your story. I asked you before, so now we decided we had some time to do it. So you've been retired for how long now here in Thailand?
Actually, I retired in February 2021, and I came to Thailand in early April of 21.
Early April of...
Yeah.
Now, you're married. You and Gail are married.
Yeah,
You've been together for what?
3 years, and we married last year.
Was it a pretty easy thing to do here in Thailand, getting married?
I wouldn't say that. There's quite a bit of paperwork that has to be done in Bangkok. So it took us literally 4 trips to Bangkok. I think to get help with that process is probably the easiest way to do it. It's kind of the way to go because there is a lot of formal paperwork involved, and if you pay someone, they're helping you. And that they will run while you sit there and take care of the rest, all that paperwork. So
yeah.
It helps.
So why did you retire in Thailand and not the U.S.? You're from the U.S., California originally.
Yes, that's true. It's an interesting story because, like you, I've traveled around and I worked for the government out of the country. So I was in Japan for a while, and I was coming to Thailand quite often on vacation. So by the time I filled up my first passport book, I realized I'm falling in love with Thailand. Thailand, to me, is a very calm, easy place to be. Different from a lot of people's perspective from the U.S., I think, because it couldn't be more relaxing here.
Yeah.
And not only that, but safe. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I knew I was coming. And so I put things in line. I got all my ducks in the row.
So a lot of folks like to know, I'm not talking about a budget, I'm just talking about how much you pay on average, your expenses, your rent, food, and everything. Not necessarily what you can afford. I know you can afford a lot more.
Like you said, everyone can live differently. But I find that even average living can be very economical. You don't have to squeeze yourself into a small apartment. You can have a little bit of space and not be too expensive. So if you roll that in, you know, you got to use a little bit of air conditioning here. It's hot. Some months hotter than others. We don't spend a lot on electricity either. You know, even from the States, maybe 100 US, about that. If you consider that, a lot of people do dining out because it is very inexpensive, just as cheap as making it yourself typically. So you have the whole city at your disposal as far as running around. I'd just say, in a rough estimate, maybe about 40,000.
40,000 baht?
40,000 baht, right? And can float 10,000 on top of that, depending on how active you want to be. You want to do something fun on the ocean. You have to travel. People like you and me, we have to travel.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that doesn't seem to be exorbitantly expensive either, surprisingly.
And you do have a big condo, 2 large bedrooms. Right, you showed me some pictures. So
Yeah.
what do you pay for that for rent
We
for a month?
pay, you know, the dollar is strong these last 2 months or so. So honestly, that gives me a rent reduction. So what started as about $700 a month is now like $600 a month,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, I'm loving that. I am. It's a great place. It's it doesn't take much to find places that are really hospitable. I can see the ocean from my living room. We watch fireworks from sitting on the couch. It's a little bit of heaven, really.
And you own your own SUV, you own your own bike, so you paid that right out, so that's not included in your budget.
Right? That was part of my lining up the ducks. As soon as we got here, I got what I was planning on getting, and it's worked out extremely well.
Yeah, it's that's what most folks should do. Is I think if they come here, the initial expense is going to be a lot more than the average monthly expense because you have to have that startup cost.
Sure.
You get a car, you buy a bike. Some people build a house like me.
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
it's up to each individual. But after all of that is said and done and out of the way, that's when you really hit the true. Oh, how much am I really paying every month to have a good lifestyle? And that's what you're doing right now. You have your VA health benefits, so you don't have to worry about that. So really, you're good to go. All you're paying is your rent, your food, electric, and then your travel and everything. Like you said,
Right.
$50 about a month for you and your wife is probably a good number.
And if you need to go to the doctor or to the dentist, and which we have, it's very economical.
Yeah.
It's not a stressor. It depends on what the problem is.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
just for generalized stuff, though, there are many to choose from. If you feel a cough or whatever, that's not an issue here. You don't have to have expensive insurance. You won't be paying $1,000 to go see the doctor. It's not a problem.
Okay, so one more question. Just one more question. What advice would you give anyone wanting to come and live in Thailand?
Well, don't stress too hard because it's not as hard as it looks, honestly. And one thing about the rental market is when you rent a place, you rent a condo, it has the couch, it has the beds, it has the TV. Your expenditures are not going to be like in the States where you rent a building or complex and it's empty. That is not the case. No, it's generally furnished. You just need to get some sheets. It'll have silverware plates, all that stuff. So it doesn't get a whole lot easier than that.
Yeah.
And your commitment may be as little as 6 months. So they're not tough. They're not tough on people. Thailand was in shutdown when I got here, and it's quietly opening up. The tourism is not that heavy, and it may not be for another 2 years. So it is very easy to come here at this point. They've opened the airport, so don't stress too much. Line up your ducks for sure, so that you don't have more business to take care of from here. That can be difficult for sure, as you can imagine. Just like it would be trying to do something from there to here.
How about dealing with the weather?
It's hot. It's hot, so hydration, and you got to have a place to escape from the heat, just like you would in any place that's hot. A lot of countries take siesta in the afternoon. Not a bad idea. I know you like an old man nap.
Yep.
You're older than me. Not really, but for me, I feel a little beat up. I think a lot of people by our age feels a little beat up, and the heat's good for us. Keeps the joints moving. You definitely have to keep moving. You have to exercise a little bit, no matter what. You cannot come here and sit around. You need to find time of the day that you can move around and be okay. You will be taking extra showers, maybe. You need to change your shirt maybe 2 or 3 times. That's a little different than other places, but I'm loving it. Some really nice people like yourself. It's great stuff. It's a great place to be. There's a whole bunch of us are our same age, running around in SUVs across Thailand, as many of your followers know, because we all kind of hook up even behind the scenes, and it's a very pleasant and a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it's great hanging out with you guys again. We really enjoyed it. I know you'll be back.
Yeah.
Maybe even be back to consider moving here, like you said. You like this area, so
It's not a stretch. That beach, check that last video out. That beach is world class. Where do you find a combed beach like that? I was mesmerized.
yeah, I'll put a link to that video in this video in the pinned comment in the description. A lot of people that are watching it saying it's a good video. Unfortunately, I posted it early in the morning. I normally post videos in the evening, so didn't do so well, but I'm sure it will pick up. It's a great
I
video.
want to see.
Yeah. Well, again, great hanging out with you guys. I know you guys will be leaving here in a little while. You're kind enough to take gift to Nontopoli. She'll be staying with her family until she goes to her doctor appointment. Thank you for that. I truly appreciate
That's
that.
what friends do.
And we really had a great time. With you guys.
Appreciate it, Joe.
ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you so much for watching our video นะคะ Love you all นะคะ รักทุกคนเลยนะ บ๊ายบายนะ สวัสดีค่ะ